Okay, next we're going to work on some one-step equations. Now, there's a couple different types of one-step equations. I break it down to the ones where you're going to have to add or subtract, and then the ones where you have to multiply or divide. Whenever you're thinking about equations, these are the questions you need to ask yourself. One, is it an equation? Well, we know it's an equation if it has an equal sign. Two, which side is the variable on? So I look for the letter, which side is it on? Three, is the variable by itself? 4, why is the variable not by itself? And 5, what is the opposite operation to get the variable by itself? So, if I look at number 1, is it an equation? Yes, it's got an equal sign. Which side is the variable on? Well, the variable is the letter. So sometimes I like to highlight what variable I'm talking about. So I'm trying to get and solve for the x. Now, is the variable by itself? In other words, is that the only thing on that side of the equal sign? Well, no. Why is it not by itself? Well, because we got a plus 11. So what's the opposite operation? So the opposite of plus 11 is minus 11 from both sides. So I bring down my x equals, now 11 minus 11 goes away, that's why we do the opposite. 32 minus 11 is 21. So now the x is completely by itself, so we're done. So x equals 21. Number 2, x minus 14 equals 10. Again, is it an equation? It's got an equal sign. Which side is the variable on? Again, the variable happens to be on the left-hand side. Is the variable by itself? No, the variable is not by itself because of a minus 14. So we have to do the opposite. So we have to add 14 to both sides. Again, I'm going to bring down my x. Negative 14 plus 14 would go away because that's 0. Equals 10 plus 14 is 24. So x equals 24. Okay, number 3. Is it an equation? Yes, it's got an equal sign. The variable again is on the left-hand side. Is the variable by itself? Well, no, because we got a plus 18. So the opposite of plus 18 is minus 18 from both sides. So I bring down the x again. Now, here just make sure you go back to your rules of combining integers. I'm combining a negative 3 and a negative 18. So when I combine integers, if they're the same sign, I add them and keep the sign. So 3 plus 18 is 21, and then it stays negative. Example 4. Again, is it an equation? Yes, it's got an equal sign. Which side is the variable on? So the letter is on the left-hand side. Is the variable by itself? Well, no, because it's got a minus 8 on that side of the equal sign. So the opposite of minus 8 is plus 8. So I bring down the x again. Now, signs are different when I'm combining, so I subtract. 32 minus 8 is 24. 32 is bigger, and it's a negative, so my answer is negative 24. Now, if you ask yourself these questions, guys, it doesn't matter what side the variable's on, because you'll know how to do it. So for instance, number 5, is it an equation? Yes, it's got an equal sign. Which side is the variable on? Well, the variable happens to be on the right side this time. Is the variable by itself? Well, no, you look at this side. It's not by itself because of the plus 13. So we do the opposite of plus 13, which is minus 13 from both sides. Now, again, combining, the signs are the same, so I add and keep the sign. So 10 plus 13 is 23, and it's going to stay negative. Equals, I bring down the x, and that goes away. And again, you can write your answer as negative 23 equals x. If you wanted to switch it around and put x equals 20 or x equals negative 23, that's also fine. Okay, number 6, it's an equation. The variable's on the right-hand side again. It's not by itself because of the minus 9. So the opposite of minus 9 is plus 9. Again, Rule for combining, signs are different, so I subtract. 9 minus 4 is 5. 9's bigger, so it's going to stay positive 5, equals, bring down the x, negative 9 plus 9 goes away, so I get x equals 5, or 5 equals x.